वणक्कम गवर्नर ऑफ तमिलनाडु श्री बनवारीलाल पुरोहित जी, चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ तमिलनाडु श्री पलानी स्वामी जी, डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर तमिलनाडु श्री पन्नीर सेल्वम जी, माय कैबिनेट कलीग श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam. I am deeply honored to be present here today. We are here to celebrate the beginning of important oil and gas projects. These are important not only for Tamil Nadu, but also for the whole country. Friends, I want to begin by sharing two facts that would make you think. In 2019-2020, India imported over 85% of oil and 53% of gas to meet the domestic demand. Can a diverse and talented nation like ours be so energy important dependent? I do not want to criticize anyone, but I want to say, had we focused on these subjects much earlier, our middle class would not be burdened. Now, it is our collective duty to work towards clean and green source of energy, reduce energy dependence. Our government is sensitive to the concerns of the middle class. That is why India is now increasing the focus on ethanol to help farmers and consumers. Furthering urges of solar power to become a leader in the sector. Encouraging public transport to make people's lives productive and easy. Embracing alternative source like LED bulbs to enable huge savings for middle class households. India has now come out with scrappage policy to help lakhs of people. More Indian cities have metro coverage than never before. Solar pumps are getting more popular. They are helping farmers greatly. This would not be possible without the support of the people. India is working to meet the growing energy demand. India is also reducing our energy import dependence. At the same time, we are also diversifying our import sources. Friends, how are we doing this? Through capacity building. In 2019-2020, we were fourth in the world in refining capacity. About 65.2 million tons of petroleum products have been exported. This number is expected to rise even further. Our companies have ventured overseas in acquisition of quality oil and gas assets. Today, Indian oil and gas companies are present in 27 countries with investment worth about rupees 2,70,000 crore. Friends, we are developing a gas pipeline network to achieve one nation, one grid. We have planned to spend 7.5 lakh crores in creating oil and gas infrastructure over 5 years. A strong emphasis has been laid on the expansion of city gas distribution network by covering 470 districts. Friends, our consumer focus schemes like PAHAL and PM Ujjwala Yojana are helping every Indian household access this gas. 95% of Tamil Nadu's LPG customers have joined the PAHAL scheme. Over 90% of the active customers get direct subsidy transfer. Under the Ujjwala Yojana, our 32 lakh BPL households in Tamil Nadu have been given new connections. Over 31.6 lakh households benefited from free refills under the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana. Friends, Indian Oil's 143-kilometer long natural gas pipeline from Ramanathapuram to Thoothukudi being launched today will monetize the gas from ONG gas fields. This is a part of a larger natural gas pipeline project being developed at a cost of rupees 4,500 crore. It will benefit Ennore, Tiruvallur, Bengaluru, Puducherry, Nagapattinam, Madurai, Thoothukudi. These gas pipeline projects would also enable the development of city gas projects being developed at 10 districts in Tamil Nadu at an investment of rupees 5,000 crore. These projects will make available clean cooking fuel to household PNG, alternate transport fuel as CNG to vehicles and local industries. The gas from ONGC field will now be delivered to Southern Petrochemical Industries Corporation Limited, Thoothukudi. This pipeline is going to supply of a natural gas as feedstock at a cheaper cost to SPIC for manufacturing fertilizer. Feedstock will now be continuously available with no storage requirements. This is expected to result in saving in the range of rupees 70 to 95 crore in cost of production annually. This will also bring down the final cost of production of fertilizer. We are eager to increase gas share in our energy basket from 6.3% currently to 15%. Friends, development projects bring with it several benefits. The CPCL's new refinery in Nagapattinam anticipates about 80% indigenous sourcing of materials and services. The refinery is going to boost development of transport facilities downstream, petrochemical industries, ancillary and small-scale industries in the region. This new refinery will produce MS and diesel meeting BS6 specification and polypropylene as a value-added product. Friends, today India is increasing the share of energy from renewable sources. By 2030, 40% of all energy will be generated from green energy sources. CPCL's new gasoline desulfurization unit at its refinery in Manali inaugurated today is another effort for a greener future. The refinery will now produce low sulfur environment friendly fuel of BS6 specification. Friend, since 2014, we have brought in various reforms across the oil and gas sector covering exploration and production, natural gas marketing and distribution. We are working on attracting domestic and international investment through investor-friendly measures. We are trying to eliminate the cascading effect of different taxes on natural gas across different states. Unfortunately, our tax will lead to reduction of cost of natural gas and increase in its usage across industries. We are committed to bringing natural gas under the GST regime. I want to tell the world, come invest in India's energy. Friends, in the past 6 years, our rupees 50,000 crore worth oil and gas projects have been approved for implementation in Tamil Nadu. In the same period, over rupees 9,100 crores worth projects sanctioned before 2014 were completed. In addition, over rupees 4,300 crore worth projects are in pipeline. All the projects in Tamil Nadu are a result of joint efforts of our consistent policies and initiatives for sustainable growth of India. My congratulations to all stakeholders for taking steps toward developing energy infrastructure in Tamil Nadu. I have no doubt we will all continue to succeed in our endeavors. Thank you. Vanakkam.
I thank Honorable Prime Minister and all the dignitaries present and all the participants. Thank you.